Good afternoon again. This is the fourth day of Elekrama 23, and we are now getting feedback from the renowned visitors. So we have Mr. Dileep Kumar from the Dirak India Panel Fittings Private Limited. So Dileep ji, you have not participated this time into the event, and you are came as a visitor. So what do you feel the energy of Elekrama 23?
Yeah, even though we are not participating this year, we participated in the past, and I came from Bangalore today as a visitor. But I think the energy that you're asking, actually speaking for an energy exhibition, is excellent to kind of see and observe. Excellent participation. I have not seen this kind of a turnout anytime in the past. Yeah, so I think a lot of I think in terms of exhibition stalls, in terms of visitors turnout, and there are people everywhere, and then I can actually see people kind of interacting and going into each stall, and then it looks like a very good exhibition. Maybe there will be many reasons for this, but it is quite encouraging to see this.
That's great. So, coming to the part of the product portfolio you are carrying, if you can brief us about your product portfolio into brief.
Yeah, Dirak is a German company. We are a 100% subsidiary of Dirak GmbH, and we are into electrical panel accessories. When we say electrical panel accessories, we are into all kind of mechanical hardware components that goes into the enclosure industry. So enclosure industry, is a very broad term. It can be anywhere. It can be electrical control panel. It can be telecom panel. It can be in the IT data center. So we are into railways. We are into metro rail. So all kind of panel builders buy our components, depending on the application areas, depending on the IP ratings. There are different grades of products in different materials. So in general, I think I would say this is a business area where we are in.
That's great. So, everywhere where the enclosures are being made or the doors, metal doors are being made, your product is being used, right?
Yes.
We can use it into machineries as well. We can
Yes.
use it into the automobile segment as well.
We don't have much into the regular commercial automobile. That is not a segment that we are focusing. But once when it comes to automobile, it also kind of extends into heavy automobile, into road machinery. So in those areas we are in, but we are not focusing on the commercial automobile. Yeah.
So, that's great. So, what was your purpose to be visiting the electron?
Yeah, purpose is to connect back with people. So, it's been a time. It's been some time. Actually, we were all working in the virtual world. So, Electrama is a very important exhibition for our industry. So, my objective is to see what is happening new around us. Meet old friends. Yeah, meet with people, and understand what is happening around us.
That's great. So, hope so. You met so many people since the demo.
Yes. It has been a busy day. Thank you. Has been a very busy.
So that's very fantastic, and the being a good review into this. So tell me about your product, the potential into market, and how about your future plans?
Uh, we completed 25 years of operation in India last year, so we are now into the 26th year. Actually, that means we have been in this industry for a very long time. We also have been growing with the industry. The industry has evolved quite a bit. So, and then with the since we have a strong presence, we have been kind of growing step by step. We have been increasing our manufacturing capabilities here. We are improving our R&D capabilities here. So we are here for long term, and then so in going forward, I think you will see we getting more competitive to be participating in every project in India.
That's great. So typically the 25 years is not a matlab short time, and you have enjoyed the silver jubilee, and that would be very great. And I think your company would be the initiator into the panel accessories or the enclosure accessories market into the India.
Possible, yeah. I am with the company since 2010. So when the company started, it started as a joint venture. So I assume we have been participating in this industry almost from the beginning. Yes, yeah.
So, what are your challenges in terms of the enclosure accessories? While we speak about there are conventional market and the players as well, and there are the multinational players as well. So, and the industry is now demanding on the multiple the standards, right? Well, the safety and the collaborative tools. So, but in the accessories, there are no standards. But using that accessories, they can use matlab, at the advantage. They can get it the tested and for the enclosures.
Yeah. See, I think it is, as I said, even though our components are used in any kind of enclosure, that doesn't mean that everyone will need our kind of quality components. Being a German brand, we have to maintain our material specifications and our quality specifications. So there are certain areas when there is, for example, when there is a constant vibration in some applications, or when the enclosure is kept outside, where you need that kind of an IP, water or dust resistance. So, or when it comes to flame retardancy. So, depending on the component usage, there are specifications which customers follow. So that is how they take in. I think it is not. There will be plenty of look-alike products, but depending on the applications, customer will select. So the challenges in the market actually continues. We have to be cost-effective, of course, but at the same time, for maintaining our quality and for maintaining our material specifications, there are some costs that are associated. But within that particular framework, we try and kind of achieve what yeah. So within that we always try and be competitive in the market.
Absolutely. So we offer the competitive market with the value engineering, where it can long last with the in a rugged conditions. Like in India, always has a rugged condition and operation. In terms of the people are not very much skilled, and they used to operate it very roughly.
uh, it is not a question of the products actually, once especially our kind of components goes into areas where public actually will be using. So you really cannot kind of specify the usage of the component, because it is not used by experts alone, it can be used by the public. So the product actually should withstand that kind of quality, that kind of a usage for sure. So it is built for that.
So now every industry is being digitizing, right? And the locks also, in case of the home locks or the commercial locks, hotel industries are there. They are now using the biometric technologies and everything. Now in data center, we also seen that the panel locks are coming with the biometric facilities and all. So do you have that kind of product available, or do we have any future plans for this?
Yeah, interesting question. Actually, we came out with this solution quite some time back itself. We have a different product series itself called as E-Line by Dirak. It is having two-factor authentication and used in data centers mainly, and wherever there is an additional security is required apart from the mechanical product security. So you can authorize a rack access sitting somewhere remotely, and then there can be a second factor authentication where the second person also can be allocated a time when they can go and access that particular rock. The whole thing will be the whole log of the opening and closing of the enclosure will be monitored. So there is a full-fledged software suite that actually manages this whole activity. We have the solution, and we have already sold this to some important customers in India already, especially in the banking data center side.
That's great. So we already have the solution, and we can supply it to the existing client as well. So what is your business model in terms of in India? Because many of the companies are dealing directly, and some of them are the only through the partners. So what is our business?
Dirak is all direct business. We sell only to the manufacturers. We don't have any distributors in India. We have our own sales and application engineers available in every Indian city, and they meet the customers, work with the customers, design with them, and we supply directly. We have our warehouse in Bangalore. All the supplies of Dirak components are directly from our Bangalore warehouse to the customers.
So how many people do we have into India now?
We have now 80 people. We have totally 80 people in that. Some are distributed in sales offices, others are all in Bangalore.
That's great. So 80 people, and what is the turnover on into India now?
We have crossed 10 million euros in 2022. We follow the Jan to December as our financial year. So we crossed 10 million euro in 2022.
That's great. And what is this year plan? 3 or 4 next 5 years plan?
Yeah, the Indian market is on a growth phase, and I don't want to kind of set the number targets here, but I think we are seeing a good steady growth in the Indian market, and then we are playing our role in the overall growth of the Indian infrastructure, and along with we are also growing. Especially last 3-4 years have been quite exciting years for us.
Absolutely. And government is also willing to reach by 12 billion trillion economy by 2030. So the India will see a drastic change, and I think by the 2050 India will become the world's number one.
Let's be positive in that. Yes.
So thank you very much, Dilip, for your kind interaction and the support
Thank you.
for this, and I wish you all the best for the.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for the
Thank you.
opportunity. Thank you.